Ethereum is up 9% at currently $2,589. Bitcoin is at $59,500. So it seems like everything is going back to what they were before this red Monday that we had. And this is also great for us because if you watched last video, I bought a call right at $51,000. At the money, I bought a call and that call is doing fantastic. So let's look at our positions together and let's sell another call before the video ends. So let's get into it. Welcome back to BitTopics. Today, another green day for us, fortunately. Let's talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. For Ethereum, we actually got news that it seems that BlackRock is joining the ETF for Ethereum, which is fantastic news for us. We can say for sure that this is what is bringing Ethereum to have a 9.5% green day today. But we're seeing that all these assets that fell a lot on Monday, on this red Monday, as we're calling it, all of these assets, they're going back up. We have Bitcoin at almost 8%, Ethereum at 9.5%. We have BNB at 6.5%, Solana 7.5%, XRP at 24%, Toncoin is at 14.5%, Dogecoin 6%, and so on and so forth. So all these tokens that fell on Monday, they are now trying to get back to previous prices. And we can see that from the chart as well. This was between Sunday and Monday where we had that huge day, huge red day. And now we're almost getting back to 2,700 for Ethereum and 60K for Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin went all the way to the 49,000 here at the bottom. But since Monday, we've been up 20% so far. So a lot that we're getting back from what we lost on that hurtful Monday. But now we're going to look at BitTopics and my positions, because on the last video, I bought a call. I showed you that I had a call that I bought. I actually bought that call on a Monday, and on a Wednesday, it was already profitable. And now it is even more profitable. So if we take a look right now, we scroll down, we see that we are 85% in the green with this one. I told you that when it was around 60, I was going to close it, but I woke up to over 80%, and now I'm just going to keep it because we are seeing bullish signals from Ethereum. So I think Ethereum will get to around 2,700. Bitcoin will also get to around 61,000, and I'm going to hold it. Maybe I can get over 100% on this position, but nonetheless, we are over 80% in the green with this one, which means that if I close right now, I would have made $400.29 on top of the 460 that I spent. So you can see my entry price was 467 and my closing price would be 868 bucks. So I almost double my money, which is beautiful to see. I also sold a call last night, and then I noticed that Bitcoin was starting to ramp up. So I just closed it after a few minutes. I lost almost 8% on this one. And right after, I went and I sold a put. So I sold a 65.5 call. Then I closed this one. I noticed that it wasn't going to go my way, and thank God that I did close it, because otherwise would have been in big trouble. And I sold a put instead. You could say, well, why would you sold a put if the premium was going to be so low? You actually just made 0.21%. You made $1.50. So why would you do that? Well, because that $1.50, as I explained in the last video, if you keep compounding that over time, it will be a huge yield, because 0.21, you don't give nothing to it. But that 0.21 that you see right here, if you keep compounding that daily, in 11 months, you have doubled your investment. So you can see the initial balance is at 5K. If every day I'm able to make 0.21, which doesn't seem a lot, in a whole year, I would have more than doubled my money. I would have made 115%. So take in consideration these small numbers, because if you're able to consistently make these small numbers, you get over 60, 70, maybe even over 100% APY on the whole year, when everyone is doing 10,000% and then is losing all that 10,000% on a rug pull or a meme coin that went to the moon and then you bought it at all-time highs. These people that make a lot of money and lose a lot of money, when you project their wallets throughout a whole year, they are not that profitable. Most of them lose money because not everyone is a trader. Not everyone can go in and catch these meme coins rallying and then going down again. But this way, you're able to passively and steadily compound your money. In the first month, you're not going to see anything. You can see that the first months we're making 300 bucks, but all the way at the end of the year, we're making 664 bucks per month just with 5K in initial balance. Take in consideration these small numbers, and this is why I chose to keep opening these positions even after it was already like too late, because it was almost midnight for me. So it just had a few hours to go. Some other people would say it didn't make sense to open a position, but in the end, it did make sense. And even if you consider that these two together is still a loss for me. At the end of the day, I am now 87% profitable with this one, which is 400 bucks. So all these days here, I get little drips of $3, $5, $1. This one I lost 55, but $5, $4, $4 again. But with this one, I will have made 400 bucks, which is usually a whole month, maybe even more of selling options. So I can get this money now and I have more cash to compound, more cash to sell options on. Looking at Bitcoin, we can see that in the 4-hour charts, we went from the bottom of the Bollinger to the top of the Bollinger. What can happen is we're still waiting for Bollinger to go from being bearish to being bullish. You can see that this small line already, it is pointing up, and this one is also pointing up, but overall it is still on a bearish trend. Like for example here, it was pointing up and now and then it kept pointing down. So I'm gonna have to wait, because if we look at the daily, we have a lot to go before it touches this right here, but it is touching now the moving average from the Bollinger, which I think it is the 20 moving average. I don't remember 100% if that's correct, but we have here the 20 moving average from the Bollinger that we are touching right now with Bitcoin. So that could also mean that it's gonna be held right here, because you can see the average itself is very strong when it comes to the Bollinger. You can see right here is surfed on the moving average before testing it and breaking below it. Same thing right here. You can see that once it broke through, it tested it multiple times before breaking it, and then it tested again, and once it broke, it went down. And on the downside, it kept testing on the moving average right here. But that being said, we have to take in consideration that in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 8.27%. So it is very pushed up, and it could mean that it's going to break and keep going up. So this is why we're going to try to look for an entry here by selling a put, maybe a put right here at the 55 or 56,000. We just have to see and make sure it is worth it for us. So looking at puts for tomorrow, we go to the 55,500, and for a 0.1, we're going to make $2. And if we trace that on the charts, 55,500, we're looking right at 6.5%. I don't think Bitcoin will go down as much. So we can go to the 56,000 and see what is the yield on that one. So if we go to the 56,000 and now we go for a 0.1 as always, we have 3.46. 346, we divide that by 600, which is the collateral that we need. We have 0.57%, which fits our criteria. And if we look right here at the charts again, from the price that it is right now to 56 flat, we are looking at 5.8% down if Bitcoin was going to go towards the strike right now. I honestly don't think it will do that. So this could be a good one for us to sell. Let's actually open that. We're going to lock right here 600 bucks, and I'm going to make $3.46 out of it. So the request was successful. We got in and now we sold that. So if you want to actually mark it off, as we like to do here, we just go here and we put 56. There we go, 56 right here. And now we go to the vertical line and we go for tomorrow morning, which is going to be right here. So we have around 16 hours to go and almost 6% difference between current price and the strike that we sold. If we were to sell at 5.5, almost 6% above, it was going to be around the 63,000. So let's take a look at the 63,000 call right here to see what will be the premium on this one. 63,000 right here. So it was going to be way less. So way less for me to open this position. So almost 6% below. I'm making $3. Actually was $3.5. So $3.5 on this position. But if I were to sell 5.5, almost 6% above, selling a call instead of selling a put, I would have made not even $1.50. So you can see the difference between selling a call and selling a put. But overall, even if something is not going my way, what I can do is just take profits right away from my call that I bought. This way I have 400 bucks more. I can also flip this option that we sold. So in worst case scenario, I close this position. Now I have 400 bucks extra and I can buy back the position that we sold. We get that loss and we just open another one on the other side. So now we're selling a put. We just flip it to sell a call at 63, 62, whatever it is. But honestly, I don't think will be necessary. Meanwhile, for those who want to know, on the 0DTE options, we now have almost 100 people right here. And our position is currently at 574 bucks. So 15% in the green. Amazing. Of course, this has green days and red days. There are days where we're going to lose a little bit of money, but overall we are up 131% projected throughout the year. On the earn, I'm just waiting to have a better entry right here. So I don't have any positions that you haven't seen yet. All of these that I opened before August. So the entry date for these ones, one is even in April. The other ones are on July 30. So these ones are for end of the year. So September and March for next year. So for these ones, I'm just going to set and forget and just forget about it altogether. So I hope you're able to see and learn something else. If you want to check out BitTopics, it's going to be the first link in the description. As always, this link allows us to track who is coming in from YouTube. So please, if you want to log in, make sure you use the link so I know how many people are coming from these videos. So if you saw that last video where we made 166%, I think with this call that we bought at $51,000, maybe we're going to get something around 100, maybe 120 if Bitcoin keeps going up, but it is already way more than the other because that other put, I only put like $100. I don't remember how much it was, but this one I put $400. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to do, as always, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share this video with other people. This helps the community to grow, which allows us to make even better content for everyone. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you.